I'm Aiah.
I'm Javada.
It's your girl, Naj.
It's your girl, Taylor. You are now listening to the Girlfriends Podcast.
Hello, my friends.
Hey.
I'm back
again.
And we talking about niggas with kids. No, I'm just kidding.
That is what we're talking about.
Basically, we're talking about like the ins and outs of dating people with children. We are all over 25 at this point, so I mean, it's not uncommon to meet somebody who has a child, but of course, there are risks that come with it. And I know that sounds bad, but I mean, in all actuality, when you are dating somebody with a kid, you have to consider the fact that there's another human being on the other side of that child, and you have to consider the type of relationship that they have with whoever you're dating or in a serious relationship with. Because they could be crazy and they could be toxic. They may have some unresolved baggage with this person, and that's causing a rift in your relationship. For example, maybe they were together when they had this child and they decided to go different ways, but somebody in the party is still holding on to what they had in the past. If you're a girl and you're dating a guy who has a child, then it could be that baby mama who's still trying to hold on or salvage whatever relationship they did have, even though they know it's over and the person has moved on. This could result in using the child as a weapon, meaning saying, if you don't end your relationship with X, Y, and Z, or if you don't give me more child support money, that you're not going to be able to see your child. This happens commonly. And you kind of question why is it happening? But people don't just do this just to do it. Usually it's some sort of feeling involved. It's a control thing. And is that something that you want to be dealing with? Because you don't have to, because it's not your child. Mm-hmm. So those are the risks that I feel come attached to it. And I guess I want to ask all of you guys, how do you feel about dating someone who has a child, especially now that we're all over 25? Is that a deal breaker for you? Is that something that you're open to? Have you had experience with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with dating someone with a child. It just genuinely depends on the guy himself and how he is as a man and how the strength of our relationship, and depends on how old the kid is as well. But I know we're talking about from our perspective, we were to date someone with a kid, but then I think about males too that date women that have baby fathers, which I don't know if it's as difficult for them, because it seems like normally when you're the mother, you don't really have as many issues with the baby father. I don't know, but that's my
According to Facebook, some of them do.
Yeah, I feel like it goes both ways. But I mean, we're speaking from the point of we're women who date men, so obviously they'll have baby mamas, but it can go both ways.
So having kids used to be a deal breaker for me, but I did date someone who has kids. Fertile Myrtle was actually what I call me. But and the thing is too, I kind of had to take a step aside because I was I don't ever want to be with someone who has kids, but I genuinely felt a connection with this person. We were able to talk for a long time. We had a lot in common and things like that. But I had to choose to just be I don't really think that this is the best decision, because there was actually one night I kind of told him I don't really think I want to do this anymore. I just don't think this is for me. But then he hit me up and he was let's just hang out tonight. Let's just watch movies, just do whatever. I'll stay over, whatever. And I was okay, cool. And I had every intention thinking that he was going to stay, and then it's in the middle of the night, he's I have to go, there's something wrong with my child. And for me, at first I was irritated, and then I had to take a step back, and I was okay, he left because of his kid, and then I'm I don't want you to leave, because just need some time with me. And then I was just you know what, I definitely like you, I think you're great, I think you're wonderful, I think you're an amazing father, but I think that you can't give me what I need.
Right.
So we'll just have to be friends.
You just needed a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I know you said, of course, it goes both ways. There are men who are, dating women who have children, and they, of course, may have crazy baby daddies or that kind of issue. But Are you open to dating somebody with a child yourself?
Yeah, I thought I mentioned it, but yeah, I am.
Okay.
I have.
And how was that experience?
I don't think it was too terrible because our relationship wasn't the best, so I didn't see him like that, so it wasn't that much of an issue. But yeah.
Okay.
And now, going to the resident expert on the topic.
Oh, you ain't
No,
saying
because she's looking at me to answer. That's why I looked at her like that. Because I turned up ready for her to say, and she's looking at me like, bitch, come.
We want you to have the floor, sis.
Okay. So, I gotta put my notes out again. Like I was telling everybody, when you dating somebody with kids, it's like a mystery. You don't know what you're gonna get. It could be really, really good, or it's gonna be really, really bad. I don't think it's really in between, because it is what it is. Also, as far as like dating go though, I do think men and also women, but we're gonna speak about the men right now because we are females, talk about dating baby daddies. I feel like men need to take these relationships serious, especially with children being involved, because now you're taking this child out of their, I guess you could say, natural habitat, and you're placing them into a different type of habitat. Like, it's not your mom, but this somebody that you can look up to like a mom. Like, not necessarily saying you playing the stepmom role, but you are.
At some point, if
because
child becomes serious, I mean,
right, because the child around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not just bring your child around like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
You pretty much, and I didn't want to accept it at first, like, y'all, you know, tease me, like, stepmom, I had to get used to it, because I'm like, no, I look at the kids like they're just my best friends, but then it's just like, yeah, you are taking on the stepmom role, and you're 26. You gotta realize that, like, you gotta be wrong about the situation. It is what it is. That's what it is. So, but I don't ever want the child to feel like they gotta call me mom, or I don't want their mom feel like I'm trying to replace them.
Right.
And that's sometimes a misunderstanding, and that's where the baby mama drama usually stems from. They feel like you trying to take their place, replace them. And I actually had baby mama tell me that before, and I was like, baby, I ain't here for that. I don't even got kids, so why I wanna take your place?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I'm winning right now. Like, I can leave when the fuck I want to. I can go out of town. What the fuck I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? I'm winning right now. I ain't saying you losing, but bitch, the fuck? I don't want your position that goddamn bad.
We're going on a short break, but stay tuned for more of the Girlfriends podcast.
I mean, I want you to speak towards like your different experiences. I know you had told us in the past about like how you've been in different situations.
So yeah, I've had different experiences. I had 3 different experiences. My first experience, I didn't deal with a baby mom or whatever. I didn't have to. Like I said, he barely seen the child anyway, so it was just kind of like in and out. I never even met the little girl, and we never had any baby mama drama. The baby mama wasn't even worried about him. Like, it was just weird type shit. Weird to me because I wasn't used to that. And the second one, terrible experience ever.
The worst
in my fucking life. Never had a baby mom this aggressive as far as taking me to court, making up lies, calling my job, just all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, like I always tell people, it's the difference between what I said, baby mama that you co-parenting with, and then a baby mama that the dude is actually fucking. The second incident, he was definitely still fucking her, which I found out, you know, through this thing.
But you wonder why certain people are so crazy.
Yeah, because some people are crazy to a degree. Like I said, some girls just don't want to feel like you trying to replace them, and then you got some girls who's just like, no, bitch, this my man too, and it's just like, ooh, you know, that's good. You can have mine. I ain't here for all that.
I'm about to fight you.
My latest experience, like I told y'all earlier, easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl. Like, this part of ain't gonna say it's been completely easy, but this is a motherfucking cake walk. Like, this, love it. Like,
and that's not to say things aren't all deep things.
Yeah, it's always it's some misunderstandings every once in a while, but
I think her last situation really kind of like that took the cake, because like at this point she can deal with anything, because the bitch was
like, I don't think nobody can top that second experience ever. I don't even think nobody ever even went through some shit like that. I think I'm the first motherfucker that ever been catfished And the first motherfucker to ever go through with a crazy ass baby mama. Like, I'm talking about, I wanted to lay hands on this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
Child. And I couldn't because she was policing me. I couldn't.
Right.
That's a mess.
And so, like, I had said, in terms of dating people with children, like, I'm open to it. And I know Javada had made a point, too, saying that what she admired about the guy that she dated who had kids was how much he loved and cared for his children. And so, like, same goes for me, too. Like, it would be very attractive to see a man who, like, really cares for and loves his children. But I did say that if I had two men and both of them had just as great of qualities, they like checked off on my checkbox of things that I wanted in a man, and the only difference between them was that one had a child and one didn't have a child, I would choose the one who didn't have a child. But then I had the question brought back on me by Javada saying, okay, well, you know, if one has, you know, some of the things that you like, or if both of them have everything that you want and one has a child and your connection is stronger with the one who has a child, would you still choose the guy who doesn't have kids? And that's where I said no, because it's not so much that the deal breaker is children, it's more so that the deal breaker is what I have to deal with that comes attached to that child, which is the crazy baby mama. And it really just boils down to the type of relationship the guy has with his baby mother. If you guys can effectively co-parent, if there's no funny shit going on, I can do it. Like, I'm all for it. But a risk, like I said in the beginning, that comes along with dating somebody with a child is you don't know what type of relationship they have with their baby mama. Their baby mama could be someone that they go to whenever they're upset in a relationship, and that could be that convenient pussy that they get. You just never know. Right. And that's why I said if it's two people who are pretty much the exact same and the only difference is that one has a child and one doesn't, I'd rather go with the person who doesn't have that thing attached to them, not the child being anything, but the baby mama being anything. You know what I'm saying?
And just to go off of that, I want to speak from both point of views, choosing the one with the kid and one without the kid. The reason why I would choose the person without the kid is because I don't have to sit and wonder what y'all texting about. Are you really co-parenting? Is it going to be any drama? I don't have this extra shit, this baggage to worry about with a person without a kid.
Yeah.
But with a person with a kid, if you really are on your shit and you really saying you doing this and the third, all I can do is trust you.
Right.
So it's really about the bond you got with this person, because it's either I really trust you and I'm gonna do this, or nah, I'd rather just take the easy way out and have my life stress free. Like, I don't gotta deal with no baby mama drama or worry about your mom.
But then you also have to understand that I feel like no matter who you date, whether they got kids or not, you
always cheat.
They don't have to have a baby mama. They could be fucking on people who, you know, they have no real attachment to. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, whether they have kids or not. So it's not to say, oh, I don't want to be with niggas with kids because they could be having sex with their baby mama. Somebody who don't got a kid could be having sex with somebody else just because an ex. They don't even have to have a child.
And just to speak off of that, I actually dated somebody without a kid before that was still out here seeking attention from hella bitches. And then you would sit and think and be like, well, shit, I think I'd rather you want the attention from your baby mama than 20 bitches.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At least it's just one bitch and not 20. But then at the end, there's like, I'd rather it be somebody else than your baby mama. So it's really just crazy.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. It's really like, that's why I say I can just speak from both point of views instead of just choosing one. I'd be like, well, I choose this because of this, but then I also choose this because of that. But
I think too, with baby, like having a baby mom, at least you know who to focus on if you do have a child. I mean, it's not too many people you gotta wonder if it's one lady.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be worried about nobody.
But I don't want to be worried about no female, because the only thing I find not fair with this whole dating people with kids, I'm not talking to no other nigga at all. Like, I don't have a nigga just hitting me up whether it's about a kid or not. I don't have no other type of attention coming from no dude. So it's just like, I'm dating somebody that has to speak to a whole nother female, and you don't know what type of shit she on or they on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's exhausting sometimes. But like I said, at the end of the day, if you trust that person, it's worth it, and they really on their shit, you chilling, you just whatever.
Hustlers, creators, conversationalists. You are now listening to the Girlfriends Podcast.
But
So what tips would you have then for people who are dating someone with children, like in terms of like maintaining their relationship but keeping their sanity, setting boundaries, all that?
Tips. I got a lot of tips for y'all. Rule number 1, you always that bitch. And it ain't a competition thing. I don't want nobody to ever think it's a competition thing. But these baby mamas don't hold no weight. Like I always tell people, I even tweet this shit. You just a bitch that had a nigga baby to me. I don't give a fuck about me.
And that's not to discredit boss ass baby mamas or boss ass women who are single mothers, because we don't want y'all to feel like we're attacking y'all. Never.
Right.
We commend you. But we talking about the girls who feel like they're important or they are more important than whoever they're dating just because they have a child with this particular person. It's not like that. If that were the case, then you would be the girlfriend or the wife, but you're not.
Right. So yeah,
I'm just being honest.
you always the head bitch in charge, and don't let no bitch ever tell you nothing different. Period. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna, try you a couple times, but you always the head bitch in charge for one. Never forget it. I'm gonna keep saying that. Never forget it. You're the head bitch. 2, lay down rules and boundaries with you and your man, and how he should respect the relationship and what lines he can and can't cross when it comes to communicating with his baby mama. Like I always tell females, if it ain't about the kids, you don't need to be texting. And all kids are asleep after 9 or 10 o'clock, so don't be texting your baby mama or your baby daddy after 9 or 10 o'clock. It ain't shit for y'all to talk about, period.
Right.
Now, if y'all talking about, hey, you just send a late text and it's like, hey, you still getting the kids at 6 tomorrow, right? Just to confirm. That's okay.
Or even someone has a high fever, I want to take them to the emergency room.
Yeah, that's okay. Emergencies are okay. Shit like that. Anything that concerns kids are okay. But don't text me on some shit like, he's being bad. Bitch, it's 10:30. First off, bitch, he's with you. Y'all co-parenting. Why you need to text him that anyway? No, so that's not happening. Don't ever let that happen. Don't let shit slide. I'm trying to tell y'all now. Don't let shit slide, because when you let shit slide.
What about them seeing their child? Like when they both have their own separate spaces.
When both parents have, you got your own house. He got his own house.
Rule number 3, y'all. This is
rule number 3. He got his own house. She got her own house. Co-parenting. You either picking up or dropping off. You not going over your baby mama house to chill and be supervised with your kids. Period. No. And this not even with just baby mamas, baby daddies too. If I was a baby mama, you not gonna tell me, oh, you gotta come over here and see. You got me fucked up? No. And I'm gonna respect my relationship, and I'm not even doing that. I'm not even. Why we need to sit around each other?
Right.
Co-parenting. That's not co-parenting.
Right.
No. So yeah, don't ever let them go over to the house and be sitting and chilling, because it ain't nothing to sit and chill to do over there. Go get your kids and you come to fuck to your house and you sit down and you spend time with your kids. Why y'all acting like a family? Y'all not a family. Like, I mean, let's just keep it real.
Okay. Number 4, family functions. How do you feel about that? Family functions, family trips.
Yeah.
Family functions, birthday parties, prom.
Trips to Disney World, Disney.
Wait, no, because I gotta separate the two.
Flags.
Birthday parties, prom, graduation, milestones. I feel like everybody should be there. Everybody. Family vacations. What else you say? Six Flags.
Disney World.
Disney World. Hell no.
Patterson's Strawberry
Hell
Farm.
no. No long distance shit together. Anyway, what y'all doing all that for? Like, you do your stuff with your mommy, and then you do your stuff with your daddy. Now, some people do have it established to where everybody go. The girlfriend come, her boyfriend come. That's cool. But I don't think you should be allowing the baby mama and baby daddy to do stuff alone. We grown.
That's kind of setting yourselves up for something.
That too, but I just feel like we grown and shit just don't need to be supervised. I hate that. Like, I feel like, why can't a grown ass man watch his kids and why can't a grown ass woman watch her kids? Why do it always gotta be, we doing this together? Everything ain't meant to do together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've learned too, like, some people feel it's there for the kid's sake, like, and some people say that's bullshit, but for some kids it's like really hard for them, like, to understand that their parents aren't together. So they
Well, my
growing
thing
up-
is, it's a facade that you're putting up if you're
Yeah.
constantly trying to do
Create
things
this
together.
family.
You're trying to
creating
force it.
this
Yeah, you're
family
trying to
that's
force
not
it.
really-
I get that.
And at some point, they will realize that, and that can be just as
Detrimental.
Because you
detrimental.
lying. You
Yeah.
lying.
So
And I grew up
let
in the
them get
household.
used to the fact that y'all are co-parenting.
I grew up in the household with my mom and dad co-parented great as fuck. And I was old enough to understand they're not together, but I'm still getting the same love at mommy house,
Exactly.
and I'm still getting the same love at daddy house, period. And they respecting each other, and everybody get along,
That's
and
all
it's
that
healthy for
matters. That's
everybody.
beautiful.
But
Right.
don't lie to me and make it like we're a family when
And
we're not a family, because then I'm like, who is this woman you bringing over, daddy?
Thank you.
Mommy,
Yeah.
who was this boyfriend you had laid up in the room? Daddy, mommy had a man laid in a bed. That's
Right.
when your business start getting told, because now these kids confused. They don't know what's going
Right.
on. That's why you got to keep it real. And like
Makes
I always
sense.
tell people, the moment kids can understand anything, keep it real with them. And I'm talking about 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds,
Facts.
4-year-olds know every fucking thing. And people underestimate kids' ability to learn, like know stuff, but they know everything. Like
And I think
I had
They
a
don't miss
2-year-old.
anything. They don't miss
not-
it.
I had a 2-year-old tell me what a period was.
Oh, wow.
And the fact that she was old enough to understand that, and her mama explained it to her, and she still understood it, was amazing to me, because
Right.
you're only 2.
Right.
And she understood, when I'm a grown up, that's when it's gonna happen.
Right.
I'll
Instead of
never
her
have
mother
kids.
belittling her,
Right,
as
and
a
like,
2-year-old,
oh baby,
she
it's
had a
just
real
blood. Nah,
conversation.
she kept it real with her, like,
Yeah.
baby, this is blood. When you're a grown woman, you're gonna start your period. It's called a period.
So I guess
I
that's
respect
rule
that.
number 5. Understand that kids are impacted. Like
Yeah,
they're
they're little
at a very
people.
early age, so that's not something
Their
that you
impression
shouldn't right.
It's really important.
Be mindful of the impressions that you make. So even if that means if you know I think that's what, if you know you're not serious about this person that you're dating, do not involve the child.
Right.
Do not bring your child in there, because they will start to ask questions. Well, mommy, daddy, this person was here. Why aren't they here anymore? Who was that?
Right.
Because you don't want them to form attachments with people
Right.
that you don't intend on
And I do
keeping
got one more
with you.
rule.
For a long period of time or forever.
I just want to say really quick, because what made me think of that, I was at an event and the woman was saying like her and her baby father, they aren't saying they aren't together, but they're still unsure where they're moving. And so that's another reason why they don't want to say to the kids like, hey, we're not together. She was like,
Yeah.
when she goes out with the children, if a man tries to hit on her son is like, no, like he's like that like, you know.
Aww.
And so it's like a really hard
You have to
spot
be
for them
careful,
right
yeah.
now. But I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Please,
they
no,
need to
okay.
know.
Tip number 6, always put yourself in the other person's shoes. So if you're not a baby mama, always put yourself in the baby mama's shoes. And if you are a baby mama, always put yourself in the girlfriend's shoes. So that way y'all can learn to understand
That's
each other,
sound advice.
and it'll help y'all can coexist, and y'all have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about
Right.
outstanding. Like,
It's about people knowing their roles.
Exactly.
yeah,
Understanding your
everybody.
place.
Yeah, rule number 7. Know your role. Everybody know their role. Everybody satisfied, and we good to go. Like that's why I'm like chilling. That's why I think my relationship now easy breezy, because everybody know their role.
Right.
And I ain't gonna say it's always been easy, but everybody know now.
Exactly.
The Girlfriends Podcast brings fun, informative, and authentic conversations to the table to shed a positive light on Black women and remind us of just how amazing we are. Tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 72.9 The Voice.